So because this is verbatim theatre, the words that I'm speaking are actual things that Madam Bhaskar has said. We've taken these from transcripts and Edith has arranged them into a sort of narrative. So there's that authenticity in how I'm embodying her, but I'm not necessarily embodying a past her. Like, you can't really place it in any sort of like time continuum. I'm just embodying a version of her that believed the things that she was saying in those moments, in those interviews. It's not very placeable in terms of time, but I feel that I'm embodying a very authentic version of her. She talks a lot about, on a microscopic level, like how the universe was started. Then she also talks about her personal biography, bits of it, and how certain feelings started, right? So there's this continued motif of going back and trying to figure out like how things began, and she ties it in with like Hindu texts and how they explain how things began. So on a more like meta level, it links to the Bicentennial because it provokes us to think about where we started, right? And how we got here and how we've changed from there. So you have that more like meta bit. And then on another level, you have like more directly how the text intersects with the idea of Singapore. Mrs. Bhaskar, she talks very earnestly about where we are now is a result of the people, and she akins it to a kind of grace. She also links it back to the universe, but when she's just talking about Singapore, she really thinks that it's amazing that despite being from different nationalities and different races, we've all come together and we've been able to live harmoniously. And I mean, on a day-to-day level, that's something that we take for granted, and especially coming from the younger generation that didn't necessarily go through the tough times or the times of racial tension, or more overt racial tension, I should say. That's something that I don't appreciate enough as well. Universal. It's ironic to say that it's universal because it's all from the perspective of one lady. It's all from the perspective of Mrs. Bhaskar, right? But there's something about the things she says that can strike a chord with anybody. And it's because she's very like comprehensive. She links the things that are so far away from each other together, like Hindu texts, the cosmos, Indian dance, a bit of her own personal biography, Singapore, she brings all that together. To an extent, you see that there are universal themes that like kind of just emerge in all of these things. So yeah, universal. So I don't think that I've had enough life experience or accumulated enough things in my life to warrant something that should be like sent up. I'm not like Mrs. Bhaskar, who's lived all these years and has had such a great impact on the art scene and has inspired like so many people. She's someone who has something that's worth sending up there. Anything I send up will just sound like teenage angst or something, So yeah, I wouldn't touch the Golden Record. Come watch Golden Record 3.0 on 18th October at 7:30 p.m. at the University Cultural Centre.